Today we have the newest, just released in Japan, SH Figuarts Katsuki Bakugo. He looks so cool, honestly. Just arrived. This was actually a gift from my brother. It's so insanely cool. Like the details, check it out. Comes with these. It did take me some time to put in the little fire shooting hands. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, these are really easy to put on. Actually, the flames part especially just come in just like that. And he, for me, I feel like he is a guy who yells a lot, so I gave him this face. Very much yelling Bakugo face. And you know what I really didn't notice? He's actually a lot taller than Deku. Here I have him standing right next to him right there. And that's what the packaging looks like. It looks very cool. Has his name right there. Great Explosion Murder God. Yeah, and some images of his face right there. Images. And yeah, let's look at this figure in its entirety. Oh, just dropped the flame, but just get that out of the shot. We are going to be testing his articulation here. So straight out of the packaging, the head actually comes off really easily, surprisingly. Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's actually very easy. Straight out of the packaging, my figure's head came off immediately. You can see also that this is actually easily adjustable here. Very easy to make a lot of poses. The head comes on real easy like that. And then you can even attach his back accessory here. This one took me some time to put on, mainly because Bakugo has such spiky hair, but not too bad. Head articulation has no issues, even with these this accessory here. Still able to go full 360. And a lot of movement, surprisingly, from this collar right here, which is really nice. Gets the character moving a lot easier. Good arm movement, explosion effect, very detailed, just like in the anime. The attention to detail on the clothing is really nice too. And I had a Bakugo figure before. It's his articulation wasn't this good, but this one, real good movement. No hindrance. It doesn't have a full 9-degree angle, but you know it's good enough for this character, I guess. Maybe not like Amazing Yamaguchi level bending, but that's totally fine. Bakugo mainly doesn't really do too much leg movement. If you can get him crouching like that. In bow pose, that's usually how people mainly see him. But yeah, leg articulation isn't too bad also. Your standard movements probably would want it. Shoes, no toe hinge on the shoe. I don't think there's any issues with that. But good movement here on the footwear at least. Full arm movement. Goes where we need it to go. The gloves here, good movement too, good articulation. You can get a lot of different poses from that. That's what it looks like from behind. As you can see, this part right here is removable if you get the other accessory pack. I think that's a bit unnecessary, so I'm probably not going to get that. But this character is just so cool. Maybe one day I might, but yeah, the figure was already expensive itself, so I probably won't get that. Okay, and some of the accessories this figure comes with. Straight out of the packaging, he comes off with this head, and a more intense face here, more intense yelling here, a bit of a smirk here, a bit of a cocky face, I'd say. And he does come with different gloves. These open hand gloves here don't have the stick part that attaches the the flame piece, unlike the ones in his hand currently. And then we have two fist hands here he comes with straight out of the box, and a version of his hair without the accessory on the back here that you see on the two sides. These were actually really tough to put on actually. I'd recommend removing his head and then putting that piece on if you don't want to damage the hair or damage that accessory in general. And then we also have a version of him here without the mask. Yeah, that's the figure. He is really cool. I'd say that it doesn't, with this part up, it can't really go all the way up, but you know it's totally fine because with this thing, he has to look down like that. He looks real crazy now. Real crazy. Okay. He's pretty much towering over Deku here. Yeah, let's one thing I want to show you guys though. This one is the first one I had. It is the anime heroes. I showed you in my previous SH Figuarts Deku video the version I got of him. He was okay, but after I got him I immediately got this Bakugo, and that pretty much started off my collection. But you can see a huge difference in detail here. Honestly, this anime this one didn't actually, the leg movement's kind of similar. Let me see, the no, the accessory here didn't have as much movement as this one, but it still did the job. It's still a good action figure in all honesty. But in terms of detail and facial, I'd say facial accuracy, this one wins by a long shot, and especially with it being the latest season and coming with all those accessories, I'd say that this one takes the cake here in this case. Also probably through height accuracy. Deku is definitely not taller than Bakugo, as you can see here. But then again, he grew up to that height. But yeah, you kind of see progression here, which is really cool. So here we have Deku and Bakugo standing side by side. Very cool. Very cool. Accuracy. You know what? Let's get Bakugo in the middle so we can do a proper height comparison with the new figure. All right. So that's how he looks like, guys. I think he's currently the tallest in my hero line right now, which is pretty cool. He is such a cool character, honestly. So let me know what you guys think of this figure. Definitely is a huge improvement from this one for sure. So if you guys want to see more SH Figuarts or action figure reviews, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, here's a quick look at the instruction manual if you guys want to see it. Other than that, have a great day, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.